How's it going? Huh. It just occurred to me, whenever I fired up the bandwidth meter on my OBS or whatever, it starts at 0. So I wonder if it actually starts broadcasting immediately, or if my intros always get cut off. Anyways, I can use stupid things like that because no one ever shows up for the first several seconds. It always takes at least like a moment for people to show up. I didn't even bother to launch like whatever software I planned on using today because I was like, whatever, people show up whenever. Although I guess that probably made for like a boring preview image for starters. Don't know if I care about that. So today, we if I don't finish this cave today, like if I'm still working on this cave, tomorrow I might become sad. I might become a sad person. So yeah, hopefully we can wrap this sucker up. Look at that. Look at how indistinct all of this stuff is. I really shouldn't have to care much about how this all looks, considering how indistinct all of these things will be in the final product. Anyways, so with that interest, I should make so much progress. I should just like bust through this last stretch. Look at it. That's barely anything. That's barely anything. It's like barely longer than my index finger. It's like 1.3 index fingers. So what? Right, I was gonna run the script and then and then go. I exported it recently, so I can just run it, and we can see our art in progress show up. I'm just gonna take a peek at it. Yeah, so there's like layers of stuff, cave stuff. I might want to darken the background, or that middle layer. I might want to darken it slightly. If I darken it too much, it won't look like it'll look too disparate. It won't look like it'll like kind of destroy the illusion of depth. But if I don't darken it at all, then like it's just really not apparent what is even happening there. So yeah, I can I tend to say I can worry about color later, but then I tend also to get to a point where I wish I had cared more about the palette earlier. Also, I think I should change how this path is toned, because like I think a lot of it should actually be in the shadow. So probably do that real quick. I don't know why I'm spending so much time on this background when like literally the other ones are like, I don't remember, but like I don't remember exactly how long they were, but like to my recollection they were very quick. There's not significant. Wait. No, like seriously, like in the span of like 20 minutes or so. Alright, so yeah, that first thing that I just said first, which is on layer 7. Right here, in fact. Alright, so let's zoom in here a little bit. It's a pretty simple change. I basically just want to, I have a fairly fine brush. I just want to take note of this color, and I don't want to change like the shape of the path or anything. Basically, wait, I'm drawing on the wrong layer. What the heck? I just hit undo. Wait, what is going on? Undo. Alright, I have no clue what just happened there. Alright, so let's work on the correct layer. Drop this color. Here we go. Yeah, I think it would just be more like this. Maybe even more so. Maybe like even more than this. But for starters, I'm just going to do like so. just to emphasize the depth on this path here. Something like that. And then let me just pick up this, because I think I went a little over the bounds. Just ever so slightly. Really there too. Well, let's do that, and then also do this, because we don't need a prominent divider there, just something. Alright, anyways, that's probably fine. So save that, I guess. And then, yeah, back to layer 9, I think we're working on primarily. No, not layer 9. Layer 9 is that faded red layer. Layer 8. Alright, so we're just going to make big blocks. Big old blocks of stuff. Because using size 4 brush. And this color is what we want. Alright, blocking stuff out. And these are going to be like blocks like akin to what we saw like on some of the other layers, where it's like kind of looks like a little bit like a little like, I don't know, Tetris shaped, in that they're all just like kind of stacked snugly together, not like a pile of rocks, but like well, let's actually execute on this idea, and then it'll become quite clear quite soon what they look like. Alright, so I want some staggered depth to them, so they're not all going to share the exact same bottom line. And they can be a bit askew, because it's not like, we don't want them to look literally perfect. We just want them to be boxy, I guess, like square-ish, I guess. So what's this shape going to be? I guess like, oh yeah, actually I guess I can define it by, it's like, well actually I won't finish defining it yet, because I'm going to put other shapes on top of it, but at like a different layer. They're actually going to be inset a bit, so it'll come up like that, and then this might be too squarish, we'll see. And then this one I think will probably again like come in, out a little bit, and then maybe extend a little further out, and then so this will come back a little bit, and then I want to have like a bit of a surface here, kind of just a slight surface there, and then oh yeah, I was gonna put like a rock in here. Or yeah, well first let's shade. That's too steep, I think. I think the shade lines tend to come down more along that angle. And then we can shade some of this too. Wait, how'd that look? No, it wouldn't come out like that. It would come out like, hey, Real Skiller, how's it going? Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Wait, I'm a silly person. That's not how that would look. This shadow line would come back at an angle, so it'd go like that. Yes, that's how that would go. And then, so if I was gonna have a rock here, it would go like so, and like so, and I can put another one next to it, I think. Just a smaller one right here. And that one will be like so. Oh, except, actually, yeah, so some shadow would fall on this rock too, so it'd actually be more like that. Yeah. And I guess I don't tend to shadow the ground, which is probably a little weird. Whatever. Nalcor, hey, how's it going? Welcome. Thanks for tuning in. We're making rocks. So hypothetically, is what these are supposed to be. Hypothetically. Oh, I just kind of skimmed over this big one. I just kind of left it like a big flat area. So let's do a little more with it. Let's give it a textural quality. I think I might give it like a crack sort of look. At least I've been thinking I should do that at some point. And then, hey fan, hey, how's it going? I tell you, I auto-tweeted it. You're clearly not following me on Twitter. Clearly. Because, yeah, what's the name of the stream today? What we talk about when we talk about art. Yeah. Yeah, actually, yes, if you were here yesterday's stream, I even said, I said I'll probably be streaming today. Talking about today, like I'll probably be streaming on Thursday. I even went so far as to say if I'm not streaming, it might mean I'm dead. And then this morning, I was like, maybe I won't stream today. And then it occurred to me, like, no, people might think I'm dead. So, here I am. Digging myself out of this cave. Once and for all. If we're lucky. Oops, that's too close. Alright. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know. Maybe that looks like a crack. Oh yeah, no, you know what would sell that better is if there were like rock and debris down here. Put a rock in front of it. Thank you, Nulkar. Yesterday someone accused me of the opposite. They accused me of making a rock look like something else. Something other than that. You can probably use your imaginations. I mean, this is the internet. Should I do it upside down? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Alright, you guys. I get the message. So I think it came out well enough, but I clearly, oops, wrong tool. I clearly need to differentiate this somehow. So how about this? Copy, new layer, paste, go to this layer, delete, oops, that was escape, not delete, go back to this layer, deselect, layer, flip vertical, there we go. Does that work better for you? Here, I'll even like offset it a little bit so it doesn't look, no, that looks, alright, there we go. Alright, you guys, you're very helpful. You're all very, very helpful. I think I'm gonna go with this. I'm gonna assume this is okay. So, smoosh that down. Did I didn't accidentally ruin anything, did I? Deselect. Alright. Alright, so that'll be a little Easter egg that only you guys know what that rock is actually, and everyone else will just think it's a rock. Sorry. It's just one of those things, like, I have a very clear concept in my mind of what I'm drawing, and so it doesn't even occur, like, my brain doesn't even do that thing where, like, you see other shapes, like, it doesn't even look for, like, what else these shapes could represent, and so, yeah, like, as soon as you mention it, it's like, oh, yeah, of course, obvious, but, like, no, it's like, I'm just drawing a rock. It's just a rock shape. Alright, actually, that works a little bit better in terms of the framing, because I tend to draw these, like, these little, like, accent lines, like, towards the corners, and, I don't know, it probably makes a little more sense to have it here than the place I was putting it before. Maybe. Or maybe it doesn't even need this accent, since it has the other, like, giant crack thing going on. But I think I don't know, Nah, whatever, that's fine. S- Sorry, that just, yeah. Since since chat's not silent, it's just those messages saying on screen. Oh, I'm not listening to my earbuds. Those messages are just staying on screen, and every time I glance over, as I tend to do. Hey. Uh, oh yeah, Kinao. Hey, how's it going? Thank you. I I didn't participate because I'm in space now, and I I'm still getting used to the Earth date, star date calendar conversion, and I completely forgot that yeah, I forgot to put Ludum Dare on my star date calendar. So yeah, there's some good ones out there though. I guess on the topic of Ludum Dare, uh, yeah, I know. I I'll just have to this one here. Melkor, is this the one you're talking about? Yeah. Life's a bit boring in the cave, so. Oh man, we guys, I did a whole other layer of this stuff. I'm sure there are probably like a million uh like hidden like prosopagnosia things going. Or no, wait, no. Pareidolia, not prosopagnosia. Uh, I relate those two things in my mind because they're like opposites. But all right. So rocks. Let's. How about more rocks like this? Oops, nope, not like that. Ah, stop. What the heck is it doing? My stylus is nowhere near the tablet anymore. What's it doing? That was delightful. um, so wait, what am I doing? So like just yeah, I guess just something else to. I'm kind of. I don't want to do too much of these like blocky shapes because if I do too much, it's gonna look like a stone structure. It's not gonna look like a bunch of stones. Like it's not gonna look like a natural formation of any sort. So I guess I'll do like one weird oblong one that kind of sticks out at an angle sort of thing. There's also inset a little bit. But then what's up here? I guess I can start doing like the oh, actually yeah, no, I can definitely did not mean to do that one. I kind of wish that there was not that scrolling aspect of this program. I really just need a better art program. Really is what I need to do. But all right, actually I'll just also like I'll kind of like protrude this a little bit. So like this will be, well actually, now I can shade it better to shade, oh yeah, and also there'd be like a shading situation going on here. And I'll just put like one of those little accent lines here, just a small one, just oops, too much. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't really have like a fixed style going in or like a fixed idea of exactly how I'd be doing this, but like I've kind of set a precedence by like doing this whole top layer. So so now I kind of I like have a precedent to work from. And actually, you know what? This is going to be like this rock pile will cascade like forwards quite a bit. It'll actually come like all the way up to the. Did I do this already? I think I did something like this. Yeah, it's basically kind of a little something like this again, kind of a little bit. Man, I might be overdoing it with these shape lines here. I might want to dial that back a bit, but I don't know. I'll worry about that later. Right, so yeah, this definitely needs more shading. Like, we can shade down like so. So yeah, I guess actually the shape of this one is a bit indistinct, but whatever. Shade down like that, and then, I mean, I guess I could have like a thing like that if I needed it. I don't know if I really need it, but I don't know if it hurts either. Alright, and then this is yeah, one thing I haven't really done is add textural qualities to like the bigger, rounder rocks, like I only kind of like add them into to the flatter shape. So, oh, thank you. Yeah, I think that's why I'm taking too long. Is because I don't know, I'm spending a lot of time on these rocks. I'm like, I'm actually like putting like whereas with the trees it was just like literally I was just like vertical lines, vertical lines, vertical lines, puffy stuff, puffy stuff, puffy stuff. Um, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'll want to go back at some point and make the forest and stuff more interesting. The forest and the mountains a little more interesting too. Um, but for now, we'll just like shade as such. So yeah, let's do some more shapiness before I get too into the shading. So like we can have like a big. If this is, I guess this one's gonna be set on the ground. So like this won't be, oops, this won't be on top of anything. This one kind of has to be. This one is actually a like ground layer, so it's further back too because ground layer kind of extends as such. Oh, so it'd be much further back. So there'll be a lot of stuff in front of it too. So actually that one's going to be fairly not relevant to... And actually I'm making them all like really spherical, so I should probably make some like oblong as well. Oh, that's... Yeah, I remember why I tend to make most of them spherical. Alright, I'll make it like weird shaped instead. It'll be like... I don't know if that's better. Alright, hold on, I'll make this one bigger. Like so, whoops. And then, yeah, alright, so actually no, maybe I'll make like a smaller one. And then, I'm telling you, like, I seriously, like, in my mind, I'm like, I'm going to draw a rock. I'm going to draw a rock. And then it doesn't always come out looking like a rock. And that's not, I swear to you, that's just like a weird consequence of like just drawing refused shapes. It's like, I'm becoming more cognizant of it now that we're pointing out some of those things. But like, I swear to you, like in my mind, it's just like, here is another rock. Here is another rock. All right. So this will have like a shadow across it. Actually, no, it won't have that much of a shadow across it. It might have a little bit of darker shading, but not super much. And then, yeah, I guess this one doesn't need as much either. Yeah. So, what do I feel about this, like, textural quality of the... Yeah, I think I could be doing something similar. I think, like, the gist is just, like, you know, when these forms are big enough that they are, like, really, you know, like, really... When they take up, like, just a significant amount of screen space. Like, this one's, like, stretching pretty far in terms of, like, the vertical height of the screen, so... It just kind of makes sense that there's like a little more texture to the surface of it. Like with the smaller ones, like it's probably finer detail. Like maybe there is some more texture, but it's like, you know, not as noticeable. But with like some of these bigger ones, I think it makes sense to have those there. Did I? Yeah, I guess I haven't really been making like bigger, rounder rocks. So all right, so that's good too because I don't want the whole thing to look super samey. Like I want there to be like more variety and like differentiation and stuff too. So. That's good. Oh, also, I was basically gonna actually pour these down lower too, so that they actually like come all the way, at least covering this like redded area. And yeah, I was thinking I could extend the tracks off in this direction too. Yeah, I don't know. There's like. Even given the constraints that we have, there's stuff you can do with rocks. There's like, whoops, wrong tool. There's like, they don't all have to look exactly the same, which I think I've been going a little overboard with that. Like I think I could have made them look a little more the same, and that probably could have saved me a lot of time. But I don't know. I think I'm getting to the point where I like actually care about like how this game is gonna look. So I've started like actually like spending noticeable amounts of time on how it looks. How far? How much more? Actually, yeah. Before I get too far with this, let's look at like what other features I might want to add to this area. Like, because I don't want these to be literally the only two breaks. Like, I do want more breaks. And in fact, actually, I'm not supposed to be doing too much flat flat areas. I'm actually supposed to be doing a lot more breaks. So this will probably be the extent of the flatter areas that I do. And just in the interest of like rendering these shapes, I will kind of do another one of these, I think, just to be clear about what's kind of happening here. And I don't know, that might look too structural. Like that might make it look man-made a little bit. So maybe I should do something like that, but I should just do it better than I just did it. maybe that's the trick. So like, oops, let's get rid of all of that and like do something like that maybe. The last streak was too much, but I don't know. I just want to Paint.net is a little bit. Paint.net and my tablet conspire to be a little bit fiddlesome. Like neither are very professional solutions for what I'm trying to accomplish. So actually, maybe I should just like tone this one down a little bit. I don't know, whatever. I won't worry about that too much. So, right, alright, so this should, kind of like over here, this should give way to, like, something. Maybe, alright, so I've done, like, the tunnely type caves. Maybe I'll do, like, less of, like, a tunnely type cave and more of, like, a craggy, like, cavernous, like, canyon-y type something. I don't know. Whatever. So how about let's go down to the other layer 8 and start chiseling out this area. So there's going to be another layer underneath here, and so we're just carving this out to reveal the other layer underneath. The other layer is pretty basic. It's just going to be like, not like that, but it's gonna be pretty. But actually, yeah. What am I doing here? Yeah, I don't have to. I'm getting a little high up above this this red line. Like this red line is supposed to be like kind of the floor level. So maybe I'll make another. I'll go up here again for a second and make another like rock type shape. That'll bring us down to the floor level. And then oops. Yeah. Ugh. I don't like any of these lines I'm drawing. Whatever. Just have to draw it in the inverse. Alright, yeah, so maybe there's this rock that like covers up this area, and then we can come down. I'll want to fix that rock in a second, but for now, and then we can come down to like this area, to this height. Well, actually, I guess I don't have to come down this low. I could make this more like stepped. I can make it like kind of like how I mean we kind of have like this is supposed to be like a mine shafty sort of thing. So it's supposed to like kind of like just drop off, like just go in and then drop off. I could do. Nah, maybe I shouldn't do that immediately. Maybe I should do what then? Oh, I could do like a downward sloping thing. Like it goes back and inwards and then it goes downwards a little bit. So like it would be like so on this layer we'd have what, like a shading? Nope, not that color. We'd have like a shading on the path. Oh no, we don't tend to do shading on the path. But it doesn't have to be like a path. Maybe it could just be like another, like a non-path type geo. Make a rock. Sorry, I'm just reading this. I fell behind on chat. Hexacoastic. Yeah, let me just figure out what that is, and then I'll I'll totally make a rock in the shape of a hexacosacoron or choron. I don't know. Whatever. Sounds like a cool shape. I assume there's like 6 of something in there. Hexacosi. Huh. No, I don't recognize all those root words. Oh, what if I did? Okay, so wait, what if I did like? What if I could depict like a stepped sort of shape by actually having like the all right, actually, so before I get rid of all of this, let's try and lay out like what shape we're even trying to make here. So what if it was like stepped like so? Would this look like it was going downwards, or would it look like it was going upwards? Probably look like it was going upwards. Is there a way to make it look downwards? I guess just by narrowing out the steps. Oops. Oh. Oops. Wait, what the heck? Oh yeah, around there. Yeah, let's just bring all of this back. Alright, so if I narrowed out the steps, maybe that would make them look more downward. How would Escher make these steps look like they're going downward while simultaneously going upward? I don't know if this is gonna work, but I'm picturing like, nope, wrong button. Wait, what? Oh no, wrong color. So wait, I'd have to. I don't know if that's working per se, but I'm gonna call that good enough. I'm just gonna drop it off. Yeah, sorry, I can see links. They just don't show up for everyone. Oh wow, that's. Oh yeah, I think I did. I think I had one of these on the other layer. I think I had a Hosiketchaklakoron shaped rock. If anyone else needs reference for Hosikakla Hookah Choron. There you go. Yeah, I think I did put one of those in. So yeah, we're good to go. We have our was Goron rocks. All right, and then yeah, how does this like? So how does this wall resolve? Like, what do we see? What are we seeing here? Oh yeah, I was thinking it would actually go up to the top of the screen, kinda. It's probably too narrow. No, it's probably narrow enough. Yeah. All right, so let's put this back together. All right, so what am I doing here? I wanted it to be like cliff wall, like, I guess. And I was just gonna do like, lines to like vertical. It's gonna add verticality in such a way as to make this feel like canyon like, I guess. I don't know. Let's see what I can do with this. Pick up this color, draw like lines. Well, actually, it should fade to the darker color. This should be like more of a gradual sort of thing, ideally. Kind of like this, I guess. I don't know. Except with like, not as maybe not as clean. I don't know, kind of like that, I guess, is what I was picturing. Just like a flat-ish wall. And then this would give way to what? Maybe this would just be like a... we shouldn't get too close to the camera, because we have to keep a sense of relative depth. Nothing here can... This all has to feel like a little further back, a little further inset. Although I guess, like, I to me, like, this is inset, but I guess to you it would make more sense if I said, like, this is inset. It has to be, like, further inwards. Anyways, so yeah, I guess maybe just don't continue it so far down. Because, like, that's what this red line is about. This red line is, like, you know, don't put anything too much further below this red line. Like, I did it here because I wanted to... I'm using it sparingly. Like, this was supposed to feel like, kind of like a cave-in sort of thing. Like, a bunch of stuff had, like, toppled forward, but, and, like, the tracks, I couldn't really fit them in the space above, but whatever. Yeah, okay, so I guess I could continue this a little bit. I could just, like... Or I could have it be like a sharp edge, and I could just have it like then immediately hook back in the other direction. I could have it like just go back again like this, or I could have it go upwards this time, and that would kind of probably emphasize the downwardness of the other path, as if it then hooked upwards instead. So maybe, I don't know, how'd that go? So we'd have like more of like the wall shape texture stuff, and it would just like, and then it would be, yeah, then it would be like clearly stepped. It'd be like, and then yeah, so I guess instead of seeing more of the top, we would see more of the sides. Although I guess the sides wouldn't necessarily be flatly colored. So I guess maybe it'd be more like, I don't know. Well, oh yeah, I mean walls facing in this direction tend to be shaded darker than walls facing in the other direction, just because of this vague sense of like meaningless light that we like this nonsensical lighting that we have, this underground lighting in this like lightless source. Yeah, it originally was going to be a cave, but because of the way parallaxing works, like it just felt too open to just be like a cave. So it has to be like an underground network of tunnels. I added in like the minecart tracks to really emphasize that this is like, you know, there has been some like the interference of like living creatures here. But it's basically, it's kind of a mishmash of like a few underground locales, which in the long run I might not be as enthusiastic about that, like, because in the long run I might actually want to not, you know, I won't want to differentiate like a few different underground locales. I don't know, if I wanted to, I could make like a I can make another background that was like lava caverns, like underground, like the bubbling cauldron of the earth, and I could have it so that you have to go through the underground in order to get to those. So I don't know. Maybe it makes sense if this one's a bit of a mishmash, and then like this could just be the entry point to like all the other underground locales. Um, like I could do like a full all out like minecart type thing. I mean like the if if I wanted to, I could do like locale based. Like I don't plan on doing this anytime soon, but if I wanted to, I could do like locale based character modifiers. So like I could do like an underground minecart background, and then I could blit over each of the characters. I could blit like a little minecart over them, so it looked like instead of walking, they were just like rolling down the minecart tracks. I don't think I will do that necessarily, but I could. I mean, hypothetically, if I wanted to. I mean, like, I don't think I'd do that now, but like sometime in the future, I could do that. It's not critical for the first version of the game, but oh yeah, the other thing is I don't want these to be literally stairs. I just want it to be like kind of like a thing that goes like upward, I guess. Actually, I guess I could like depict. No, I don't want to do too much in terms of distance. I mean, I could. I actually could do a lot in terms of distance if I felt like it. No, but if I do too much distance, it'll break the parallax effect. So, yeah. Right, so like, what's the other side of this? I think the other side is also going to be like the step walls, so that's not right. That's like, maybe like, I don't know, maybe like that is how it'll go. No, not like that. Definitely not like that, but, I don't know. You probably won't take up much more space than this. It's like there can be like some like steppy type regions. So like I mean it's supposed to twist a lot, kind of, which I guess is why these things never end up getting very deep. Like this one was supposed to be like a long twisted tunnel, but it just like twisted and then immediately went off camera, and then I was like, oh, well then. uh, no, I don't know if you've been here recently, but just to refresh everyone, this is a personal project of mine. It is not a collaborative project, so not only will I not be taking suggestions, I will specifically not. I will very specifically not be taking suggestions. So if there's something that you think might be in the game and you want it to be in the game, the best thing you can do is not speak of it at all. Because if I'm going to add it to the game, I might add it to the game. But if you are like pushy about it, then I'm literally not going to. I'm not describing it very well. But basically this is a personal project, and so I'm specifically exempting outside influence from this project. So I do work on collaborative projects sometimes. Actually, I probably pretty soon will be doing another. I've been calling them stream jams, although I think for the next one I might start calling them signal jams because I think that sounds cooler. But like a big collaborative project where we can all work together, and like where the whole point is literally for everyone to be involved. And the fun thing about those is that like basically all I do is like I basically just like facilitate the process, and then like yeah, we've done 3 of them before, and it's just fun because like it's just a very different mode of working, and it's one wherein like people can participate. So all right, now that said, let's see what this says. Random crack hole in the ground with the track stopping there. Oh, that's kind of fun. That could be nice. Yeah, so to emphasize, like the fact that I'm not taking ideas for this project has nothing to do with like the quality of ideas, because people actually are like putting forward like really good ideas. Like that is a good idea. That is nice. And I'm only the only reason I'm specifically avoiding outside influence is that this is a personal project of mine, and as such, it will be entirely of my doing. But yeah, actually, as soon as I get this project done, I want to do another, or I want to do the. Technically, it'd be the fourth stream jam, but I'm gonna start calling. I think I'm gonna start calling them signal jams, and so Signal Jam 4, I guess. I don't know. And yeah, it's been a while since I've done one. It's been like over a month now, so, or maybe it's been about a month. It's been like about a month, maybe a little over a month. What am I even doing here? This is not getting better. This is not looking more like what I would have wanted it to look like. So how do I get it to look more like what I would want it to look like? Can I get it to look more like what I want it to look like? I guess that kind of sells it well enough. I'm gonna call that like probably about good enough. I'll do like a little more, yeah, a little more of that, and then just a smidge more of this, and then call it for now. Too much, I said. So, oh right, so the reason that the stream today is called what we talk about when we talk about art is that if you've seen this stream before while I'm working on art, you'll know that I tend to like zone out a little bit when I'm working on like art related things. I'll be talking and I'll be working on art, and then eventually like I'll just realize all of a sudden, oh, I haven't said anything for like a minute, and that's I don't know why. I don't know, for some reason, like when I'm like I've gotten pretty good at like keeping a consistent dialogue when working on like programmatic type stuff and like design type stuff, but for whatever reason my brain doesn't yet do that exactly with when I'm working on art. Yeah. So what I talk about when I talk about art is sometimes a bit of a stretch. It's sometimes not the most impressive of a conversation. All right, I try not to use the smaller brushes, but I'm just gonna use the smaller brush just to cut a little less homogeny in here. All right, and I'm not gonna overdo it. That's all I'm gonna use it for. This is just all gonna be filled in. All right, yeah, good, fine, good. Oh, except this is still placeholdery. But I don't need a small brush for that. Yeah, alright. So that's fine. Fine and well. Yeah, sure, why not? No, actually, yeah, cut that. And narrow that again, because this is like forward facing, so it's actually not supposed to be very shaded, so I can just narrow that down. All right, yeah, so now what? Whoops. So that was good enough for like what I was picturing, but then what's here? Let's like look at the big picture again and like block out. All right, so we still have a good amount of space, which is good because we have this tiny cutaway here, we have this like decent sized cutaway here, and we just have this relatively tiny other cutaway here. So we should probably like work more on like cutaway type stuff. And well, so one of the things that I did on the upper layer was like I didn't always like make doorways like here. Well, let's just just so we can see like what the upper layer is. Like the cutaways on the upper layer, like some of them are like just really big for one thing. And then I also did like just little random like gaps. Like here's just like here are just like little portholes, little viewports into the scene behind. So I can probably do stuff like that. Oh yeah, the other thing I was gonna do is I was gonna keep this. Sorry, I'm gonna basically like put the big pink one is the one that I can see, whereas the other one is the one that that I can't see. It only shows up on OBS. So I'm just gonna put that there. It won't be as obtrusive, but I'll like cover up most of the pink. But that way I can see what's scrolling across the screen as well as you guys. So I guess I might as well just re-export this. Bloop bloop. I was so self-assured when working on earlier iterations of this the cave that I managed to like totally screw it up, which is really just it was just outstandingly bad. Like everything I did on Tuesday, I basically just destroyed. I spent all of Tuesday working on this thing, and just like was like at the end of the day, I was like, no, this is unusable. And so now I'm probably gonna try and go like err on the other side, err on like the side of caution instead. So this way, I might save my work a little too often. I might make that mistake instead. But that's a slight time commitment. It's not gonna take much time. Alright, so save this, all the stuff that we added in, and go back here and undo the merge of those layers, because we don't actually want to merge them together. There. And then, alright, let's rerun the script. So... Oh yeah, also I'm going to add more adventures. I'm going to put Binribot in the game, and I might as well join the game as well. Just so there are more characters walking across the screen. How do I do that? Oh yeah, Turnibot, pop out. Close that. Doop, 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 doop. And then, where's the other one? This one, also Turnibot. Yeah. Alright. And then what? I'll put this here, I guess. Oh, pancakes. Good call. I usually eat relatively healthy, but this morning I definitely had a a big plate of nachos before I went on stream. I've been on a nacho kick this week. I don't know what happened. I saw someone eating nachos on Monday, and all week I've just been like, I should have nachos. And so all week I've been having nachos. There are worse things in life than to have too many nachos. Alright, so... Yeah, I just noticed another thing about the top layer. Which is kind of funny. I don't know why it takes me... Whoa, did everything crash? No, it's still going. That was weird. I wonder why it took so long. I thought that... Oh. I might have to, like... I'm gonna have to redo some stuff on this project to get it, like, optimized and working correctly. I don't know. I've seen it just do, like... I don't know. Sometimes it seems like it hits performance issues. But there's, like, nothing particularly complicated happening with it, so I don't know why it would. Maybe it's, like... No, the networking stuff is happening in a different thread, so I don't know how that would affect it, really. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. So... What's, What, Oh. Ooh. Yeah, it just occurred to me there. I could change how parallaxing works in this game. I could change how like the background parallaxing works. It hadn't occurred to me until like just now, but like there's no reason that the background layers have to parallax like they do. Like I actually have there's a lot more freedom that I could have with how that works. And now I'm just thinking now that that thought has popped into my head, I'm just thinking like what how much work would be involved to like to change this and like do is that an amount of work I feel like doing? Since I'm almost done with this, I'm probably gonna say not for now. Like for now, no, I don't care about it for now. But I don't know. That could be something to think about in the future. Like if they're like basically for this cave, like I kind of would have wanted it. I kind of would have wanted the layers to parallax a little slower relative to each other, like at almost the same speed, like the two layers. So that from the distance across the entire screen, there would actually only be a relatively small amount of change between how the two layers, like the distance between the two layers. But no, it's fine. It's fine. I don't think I'm going to change anything for now. Huh. It's an interesting thought, though. It's an intriguing thought. I'll probably do something like that in the future. So, yeah, all right. So, I didn't really have to export what I'm working on so far, but whatever. I just did for whatever reason. And then, all right. So this is layer 7. Oh yeah, there was actually something that I wanted to fix on layer 7. I wanted to fix this rock. It doesn't quite connect. Deselect layer 7. Dropper here. Paintbrush, yeah. Oops. A little too much. Let's zoom in slightly further. Yeah. Huh. And, actually I'm going to put another rock here as well. Just something like that. Just to break up this, oh, I should do one on the other side too. Just a relatively small rock. Just right here. Oops. And then, ooh, I should have done this first. Oh no, not this eraser tool. I forgot. This is all a merged layer, so I can't just use the eraser tool. Alright, so that, and then actually I don't even have to go that severe. Or that narrow. I can like leave a little bit of there. And then this rock that I'm drawing in here. I kinda wish the seam wasn't right here, because I actually want to put a rock right next to it, but I'll just put one here instead. Oh, I can't use the eraser tool. when I'm doing the darker line art, I'm usually doing it on another layer, so I keep thinking I can use the eraser tool, but no. Alright, so one there, and I feel like I should shade these. I mean, I haven't been, but like, I feel like I should. Whatever, I haven't been, so I'm not going to start now. I'll just like smooth out the shape of this one because it's a little lumpy. And then where was it gonna? I guess it's just like right here. This one can be a little more oblong. quite like that though. I keep making these things look like they're oddly like precariously balanced. Like really the flattest side should be the side on the ground. Because that's how things tend to rest. I guess I can make it like on the path a little bit. Oh, although, yeah, this whole thing is supposed to be like slightly forward, so, I don't know, whatever. Oops, again, can't use the eraser tool. Can't use the eraser tool. Does this oblong rock look weird? Possibly. It might look weird. That's just a risk I'm gonna have to take. Oh yeah, the one that I put over here. Nah, whatever, it's gonna have to be okay. Yeah, changes a little bit of the shape that I was implying here, but not necessarily in a bad way, so whatever. Let's see how this looks. Select all, copy, paste, file, save, restart the script, and probably looks fine. Yeah, it's probably fine. Should I take out some rock features? Because now, I don't know. Maybe it's just because I added those in, but now I'm like, now there are too many rocks. It's probably fine. I mean, we're underground. It makes sense that there are going to be a lot of rocks. It's probably fine. I don't know why it looks weird to me right now for some reason. Maybe I'm just like focusing on it. Anyways, I'll leave it there for now, and if I come back later and I'm like, oh, why does that look so weird? Then I'll consider revisiting it. But for now that's probably fine. All right, so what? Yeah, right. So back to the background. Hide layer 7. All right. So what features do we want here? I know I want more visibility into the background. And how do I want to add more visibility into the background? I can just have like, oh, you know what I can just do is I can have this like this jagged wall come back around again, and sorry, I'm just gonna shift things around on my screen. Oops, not like that. I'm just gonna shift things around a little bit because this thing keeps popping up on my screen and it's actually a little annoying. So I don't need to be seeing that. I can just hide it behind other windows. All right. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have this this wall wrap around again, and then just kind of like have it like emptiness basically. So like all right, so layer 8 is the layer we want to be on. We want to be working with this color, and right. So for one thing, we want to actually open this up a little further. We want it to come around more like this. Actually, let's have it come like pretty far down. We don't want to get too close to camera, but it's basically gonna stop like right here. It's basically just gonna be like a cliff. Or is it just gonna be like a flat like thing here? And it's gonna have, of course, have like the same textural elements as the other wall, but then as it comes closer, there's gonna be like fewer of those textural elements, and then it's gonna go back off in this direction again. But it's basically just gonna like stop in this direction. It's gonna go a little far in that direction. And it's basically just gonna stop, and then it's just gonna be like whoosh, chow, cha, watch cha, just like done, just like done, just the end of the world. Yeah. It's gonna be, no, it shouldn't be that wide. It should not be that wide. So wait, let's cover that up a little bit actually. Yeah, we don't want it to. We actually don't want to reveal. Yeah, so we want more gaps here into into the background, but we don't want big gaps because the layer underneath this one is really boring. The layer underneath this layer is like just is almost empty. It's like there's like basically nothing to it. So yeah, we actually wanted this to be relatively narrow. Yeah, but it will extend from the top to the bottom. Excuse me. And so then what's on the other side of this crevasse? Well, I guess I'll have to come up with something on the other side of this crevasse. But first let me render the other side of the crevasse. Actually, it probably won't be quite so rigidly flat. Or on the other side, sorry. Probably won't be so like rigidly dropped off. It'll probably have like I don't know, just like a chunk sticking out or something. Just so it doesn't look too sudden or too I don't know, too smooth, too perfectly whatever. All right, so what is on the other side of this crevasse? No, all right, I will figure that out at some point. But first, oh, ooh, yeah, we could do fun stuff here. Yeah, ooh, yeah, no, I know what I want to do. I think I know what I want to do. Yeah, I know what I want to do here. Probably, I don't know. We'll figure it out in a second. But for starters, let's go back to layer 8. Let's use this color and actually like render this. So like, all right, so it's mostly just like flat and stuff, except when it goes crazy. So am I drawing on the wrong layer or something? Why is... No, my eraser tool just isn't super effective. Huh, that's funny. I didn't really notice that before. Like if I just use my eraser tool, it like doesn't actually erase everything the first time. It kind of like leaves like a ghosty smudge. Interesting. Huh. It's not just like a hallucination. That's actually happening, right? Yeah. Weird. Alright, so, anyways. I'm gonna... Huh. Yeah, I guess it's just the hardness. Is it? Alright, that's better. Weird. Without full hardness, it was like leaving ghosts. Is it still leaving ghosts? Or am I just hallucinating? No, it's literally still leaving them. Alright, that's weird. Maybe that's just some aspect of how the eraser works in this program. Again, I need a better program than this. Like at this point, I need a better homework. If I'm going to be spending as much time as I'm spending now on art, like if this is how it's going to work out, then I definitely need some better tools. These are no longer satisfactory. Alright, and then oops. That's too close. that was also too close. Sorry. I'm just trying to get these like, I'm trying to get like a taper effect so that it's like lighter on the front and then it like gets darker as it curves around. And these pudgy fingers of mine, not that they're especially pudgy, but like these fingers of mine are not alright, that's good enough. Yeah, probably. Alright, so this should probably be a little, oops, not that one. This should probably be a little more shaded. And then, oh yeah, alright, so then on the other side, I think we're gonna have something similar, except, no, maybe not quite. Maybe we're gonna go with like more of like a rocky sort of, like, not as vertical, more like shape, more like, less like a canyon wall and more like a, more like the type of walls that we had, like more over here or something, like with, I don't know if I have a great example of it. More like this type of stuff, I guess, like bouldery, like stacked, rocky type stuff. But this is like, we do have this like crevasse type thing, and oh, how am I gonna do this? I can't really have it just like, So I was thinking I would just kind of have like this, like it's like kind of like a cliff here, right? Or it's like kind of like if, so, alright, so yeah, right. So no, what I was gonna add was like kind of like a cliff type thing. But like I can't just have it kind of like wrap in from around the side, because if I did that, it would be there'd be too much depth to it, and it wouldn't parallax correctly. Would it? Wait, if I implied that it was like rounded, then maybe it would parallax correctly, in that you couldn't tell if it was parallaxing. Because like if you have something that's like a perfect cylinder, like if you literally had a perfect cylinder and you rotated the perfect cylinder, it wouldn't look like it was rotating, because if it was literally a perfect cylinder, then there'd be no discernible qualities about its rotation. It'd be perfectly radially symmetric. So no, I don't think this would work quite the same with this cliff. If there was any, no, it'd just have to be perfectly radially symmetrical. So I can make a cliff that's perfectly radially symmetrical, but like, who's gonna find a perfectly radially symmetrical cliff underground? No, because as soon as I add any like textural elements to it, then suddenly it's not parallaxing. All right, well, that was an interesting idea, but a flawed one. Excuse me. So yeah, what can I do instead of that then? I guess just same deal, but without the cliff. It was just like it was supposed to be like a thin little like a thin little path that, like, you know, just to imply that like maybe you could walk out around it, and then I just wanted to add like that level of mystery. I mean, that's like basically what I'm trying to do with this layer, is just make like all these things that look like you could explore them hypothetically. Like you could climb over this rubble, or you could go down this cave, and just stuff like that. All right, so what instead then? What instead? Excuse me. Yeah. Oh. So. I'm running low on ideas, to be frank. I don't have much more space to cover. Like, I only have to go to the end here and like wrap it around. But I'm just like I think this is everything I can think of that's underground. This is of everything that's underground that like fits within this theme that I'm kind of like trying to work with. I don't even know if this works. It might not even. Might not keep this. I might. I don't know. It's too light along this top edge. There's too much lightness here. I mean, that's like barely visible, but yeah, maybe this doesn't even have to be lightened at all. It'll just be in shadow. So so what then? Yeah, this doesn't look good. To put it lightly. So maybe I should just extend further. Because it looks kind of abrupt, I guess. Part of it's because I'm not really selling the, I don't know, without, like, the ground plane, it's, like, I can't just, like, be overt about, like, what, why is, I swear, I used to have more opacity with these brushes. Did I accidentally change something? It wasn't the hardness thing, right? Like, I feel like now when I make a line, it's not fully opaque anymore. I must have accidentally changed something. Oh, maybe I just accidentally changed, like, the alpha value of it. Yeah, that would explain it. I wonder when I did that. That had to have been recently, right? Because I would have noticed that sooner, I think. Alright. Oh, maybe when I color picked, I accidentally color picked on a slightly transparent spot. Or something like that. So, yeah, that would explain it. So actually, let me just color pick a better spot in case any of the other qualities of that color were off. Alright. Mystery solved. So if it just extended further, is that better? Oh yeah, right. It's not gonna be. These cuts aren't going to show the lighter tone underneath because there's no lighter tone underneath. Oops, a little too far. Whatever, I'll just fix it on the top layer. Yep, I stopped talking again. It is a habit, I suppose. It is an ongoing quality of it. Wow, what the fish wow. Come on, you can do it. There you go. Good job. Alright, yeah, no, it's just hard. It's hard to talk, you guys. It's hard to keep talking. I don't know how to do it. Excuse me. So I'm just trying to add in a little bit of like accents of lighter streaks, but not much. So, why don't I learn hotkeys, man? 'Cause my religion does not condone the use of hotkeys. Is that an excuse? If you're asking like why I don't take this software seriously, you probably weren't here earlier, but I'm not planning on using this software much longer, so that's part of it. And no, that's most of it, actually. Yeah. I also I just in the past I've used better software, and so so for some of the stuff I kind of just wish some of it would happen more automatically, because I know it could. I know there's other software solutions out there wherein like you don't have to spend as much time like fussing with some of this stuff. Yeah, and then just to reiterate, this is not a permanent software solution. This is a software solution that was good enough when I started, and my scope has kind of exceeded what like this is able to afford me. Y'all. I'm not like opposed to learning hotkeys. I just I tend to spend time learning software that I like, and if I don't like software, I don't really waste much brain power trying to master it, because that's not a meaningful skill. I still don't know what I'm doing here. Oh, and I got vertical again. I got like weirdly vertical on this top layer. Again, I lost my little like ridge. No, that's fine. Wow, how'd that? Did I do that? Yeah, that's I can't argue with that. That's indisputable. They're amongst the hottest keys known to man. Too hot to handle, some might say. I don't. Alright. Does that look less dumb? Looks slightly less dumb. Or else I'm just telling myself it looks less dumb so I feel less bad about it. But either way, I'm mostly done with that. Excuse me. Oops. So yeah, what else? Should I? I guess I just kind of have to. All right, so I've like been. I have like the tunnel type areas here. I have like collapsed rock here. So the collapsed rock is actually probably going to extend further in this direction. Ravendar, you're killing it. um, Sorry, that's really good. Alright, so yeah, this is probably going to be more collapsed rock, and then, this is kind of brief. Oh yeah, it's because I keep, yeah, I think that's what it is. There are longer stretches on the top layer, because the top layer was supposed to be, like, kind of, like, flat, and, like, against the, it was supposed to be, like, lateral. It was supposed to be, like, about a lateral space, and, like, this... I keep going back and making like these lateral surfaces like I'd done on the top layer, and then reminding myself, oh wait, no, this layer is supposed to be about depth. It's supposed to be not about like lengthwise, but like about like in and out. And that's why I think that's why I'm struggling a little bit, because I have to like turn over ideas faster. Like I can't just like fill in a super long stretch with like shapes like this. Because if I had just kept doing shapes like this, I could have gone a lot further with it. But then I was like, no, I'm supposed to be cutting this up with like with that sense of actually, you know what? I think I'm gonna add in a little bit of a reveal here. Not of light, not lightness like it looks like I'm adding, but like but actually of like the lower layer. And the lower layer is not going to be pitch black, so it's not going to be this stark, but I don't know, just to really sell the depth here, I want it to get dark, because the top layer will be, or the bottom layer will be darker than this layer. Alright, so Actually, that might not actually be 100% true. So I don't know. Well, if I want to undo that, it's easy enough to undo. Alright, so what am I doing here? I could do like yeah. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do a little bit of like a broken oh, I know what I'll do for the lower layer. Yeah, I know what I'll do for the lower layer. It'll basically be like right now the lower layer is like it's very simple. It's just like two tones. And actually I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do something like this, but I'm gonna do it slightly differently. Even more simple than this, believe it or not. So deselect. Let's select all of this, I guess. Or no. Yeah, and then deselect. Deselect. I said this color. Nope. Just what the heck? Oh, I'm on the wrong layer. No, I'm not. I'm on the right layer. What the heck? What is your problem? You jerk. Deselect. Select all. Minus select. What is your problem? Am I not on the correct layer? No, I'm definitely on the correct layer. So selection, whatever. You weirdo. Alright, so add select. Oh wait, no, that's not right. What am I trying to accomplish here? There's probably an easier way to do it than using these stupid selection tools. So like this might be an example of why I don't like this software. Alright, what am I trying to do? Basically, I'm just trying to move this up slightly. Excuse me. Or, hold on. I can do this. I swear I can do this. I can totally do this, you guys. Wait, deselect. One more time. Or deselect, hold on. I can do this. I can totally do this. Copy, paste, and then like slide it up slightly. Alright, that's fine. And then take this color. These aren't the final colors, but I'm just gonna yeah, let's do something more like that. Alright, and then yeah, because it's just occurring to me, I kind of would like to have like some certainty of like of a darkened layer. Alright, so it's not just me then. I cannot keep a train of thought for the life of me. I will just like, I don't know. Like I'll start to talk about like the things I'm about to do. Like I'll be like, all right, so I'm working on this thing. So in order to do this, and this, and by the time I'm done talking, I forget what the first thing was. I'm like, there might literally be something wrong with my brain. I haven't had it checked out recently, but for now I'm just I get by, right? So wait, all right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm moving this up a few pixels because I had done that to the other layers, and so this one had kind of fallen out of sync, and that's fine now. So like apart from the fact that the colors are wrong, I think that'll roughly be like what this underlayer looks like. And I could fix the colors now if I felt like it. Yeah, maybe I'll do that for a quick moment so that I can let my brain recoup. Alright, so here we have, alright, let's hide this layer for a second because we don't need to see it. Here we have like the layers that constitute what we've got going on. we can see a little bit of everything. So yeah, what are the differences between this layer? So this layer is 3342, and this layer is 3537. So clearly I want to click this up by 2 points and this one down by 5 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See what that does. Oh, and I think I want to click we'll see what this does. Alright, so layer 6. How do we like that as one of the colors? I guess that works. Whatever. I'll just assume that's good for now. Let's do the other one and see how it works out. So dropper tool. On this layer we have 1152. On this layer we have 1846. So click up by 7. And then down by 6, down by 6. See how that goes on layer 6. Maybe that's fine. So if we hide the layers above it, what does that look like? Oops. Oh wow. Why did it fill such a small space? It's supposed to fill like all of that space. Interesting. Anyways, that seemed to work out okay. So I guess we can re-export this layer now. Actually, wait, first let's make sure we're not accidentally leaking this red color, which is not actually part of the scene. It's just there to indicate that that area is unnecessary because it's entirely covered up by the front layer. So yeah, let's cut that out. All right. Oh, that's not actually going to be visible, is it? Should be covered up by this layer. Oh no, it could technically be visible because there's that part where the top layer. Huh, I don't know how that happened. But apparently we need to. Whatever. We can just extend this color to the bottom of the screen because that's not going to hurt anything. So. Just fill that entire thing with that color. Just fill it all the same color, please. All of it the same color. Please. No seam. Good. Alright, good. Alright, so now we can re-export this layer. Select all, copy. Hey, it's Shavenhog, how's it going? Oh. Eat a butt unusually, or eat a butt usually high. But Shavenhog, how's it going? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention to chat very closely. So, yeah, we're so the stuff that we see scrolling along the bottom of the screen, I just it's a work in progress. The art is all temporary, and I was just about to export another oops, not that. No, deselect. All right. Select all, copy. I was just about to export another version of the temp art so that we can see how it's shaping up. So open this one, paste, save. Alright. Alright, and then we can rerun the script and see how this looks. Excuse me. Alright, yeah. I'm permanently broken. But, yeah, no, I'm working on art, and, I'm just, like, off my game, because, sorry. like I don't know, like the the stuff that like when I work on. I was thinking about this earlier today, and I don't know if this is something that all people who work on art experience, but like when I'm programming or like when I'm working on like um no, I don't know if this maybe this doesn't make sense, but I like I feel like the language centers of my brain are not like active when I'm working on art. I feel like I just because like I'm not thinking like verbally really. I'm not like comprehending like words and like sentences. But I'm just like my entire brain has like diverted processing power over to like visual like construction and like I don't know. All right, so we have this giant blank area that's kind of like featured down in like prominently in the middle of the screen there, which is like the last thing that we have to do. But I think the rest of it looks okay. I think the rest of it looks enough like a cave that pretty good with that, I would say. I mean, I'll keep it running so that oh cool. What type of game are you working on, Chafenhog? Am I pronouncing your name right? Chaffenhog? Chafenhog? Sorry. I apologize if I've been pronouncing it wrong this whole time. Yeah, this is like good enough, I guess. Oh. Huh. Yeah, no, you know what just occurred to me is that this oh yeah, no, you know what just occurred to me is that this doorway doesn't make sense. It doesn't make like structural sense. There's no reason that this like line would just like terminate here. So if anything, we want to have it like more like come on, Ben, you can do it. What is? Sometimes my tablet is just like it's just like, what am I supposed to be doing something? What you wanted me to work? I'm not supposed to just like be a useless piece of junk. Wait, what the heck? Oh, I'm on the wrong layer. Oops. Layer 7. Pick this color. Alright, so yeah, for starters, like the top should like come down a little more like this, and then also there should be like some sort of like shape to what's happening here. And I'll probably actually here, let me hide layer 6 while I'm working on this. I'll probably want to reinforce this form with some level of shading, probably. Why am I using such an narrow paintbrush? Yeah, I'll probably want to reinforce this with like some amount of shading. Actually, I guess on the ground we could have the path type thing continue off a little further. No. That would have been some chafin. Okay, cool. Vinegar pancakes? That's a very different type of pancake. You probably wouldn't want that with syrup. You'd probably want that with like something else. I don't know. A turn-based medieval type game. Medieval battle type game. Oh, interesting. Oh, cool. What do you work on board games a lot, or is that like is this a new venture for you? I personally have never worked on like a game in like a physical medium. I one of the games that I made B-Box. It occurred to me one day, like after I'd spent like a week working on B-Box, it occurred to me, like, hey, if I'd made the non-digital version of this game, it would have taken like no time at all. It would have taken me like half an afternoon. Anyway, I could have made the entire game in like no time. But no, I ended up making it a digital game instead. Just because I don't know, that's how I tend to work. I tend to think digital. So, all right, is there? I should probably add some amount of texturing here. because I feel like this is not very well rendered compared to like most of the stuff that I have going on. So yeah, I think I actually will. Let's get a bigger brush again, size 4. It's like, I don't know, we can imply that like maybe there's like some light source coming through this entryway, which doesn't make a ton of sense, but whatever, I don't care. I can also like cut in a little bit for, oh wait, I actually never really, oops, no, not that. I never really explained this shape, so I should probably not do much there. This whole block is just kind of like unresolved. I just kind of was like, nah, whatever. I could just add one of these like texture lines to it. Or just ignore it. Just nothing to see here. Move along. No, I'll just like yeah, I don't know, whatever. I'll just like I don't know. They're savory pancakes. Like what are those pancakes that you get from like scallion pancakes? That you get sometimes you get from like a Chinese food place or something. There's I guess it depends how much vinegar you're gonna add, because there's definitely an amount of vinegar that, if added to anything, renders that thing not a thing that you want to consume. But if it was just like a pinch of vinegar, maybe we just add like, I don't know. I'm not a cook. I should not be. I should not be. I should not be rendering my opinion on this sort of thing. All right, so I'm thinking I'm just going to add like the slightest bit of like lighting to this area. Just like a hint of it, just so it doesn't seem completely formless in this space. So like maybe there's a little something going on in there. I don't know why. It's a little bit indistinct. It's pretty shadowy. So actually maybe I could even leave it more shadowy than that. Nah, whatever. I'm just gonna call that fine for now. Yep. And that makes slightly more sense. It still does not completely make sense, but it makes enough sense that I don't feel like caring about it anymore. Alright, so select all, copy, paste, save, oh, interesting. Oh, cool. What inspired you to get started with board game type stuff? Like, what type of games do you play that is you say this is your first original one, so did you like work on like mods before this, or oh yeah, yeah, if you put if you used vinegar instead of oil too, then you would have they would have all like they wouldn't have, whoa, don't rotate. No one wants you to rotate it. Did I save this? Yeah. Yeah, that would have, I don't know. Oil's a pretty important ingredient too, so without that. Oh no! I'll see what I can do, Tom. Welcome. Oh gosh. Ooh. I'm glad you're back. Yikes. That doesn't sound like fun, but I know it'll cheer you up, is a dank, dark cave that we've been stuck in for several days now. That's nice and fun, right? That's outstanding. What can't a dank, dark cave make better? Cool. Well, yeah, I'm glad I streamed today. I almost didn't. I just was like, I don't know, this morning I was like, I think I'm still getting used to space. And it's it's strange. Like it's just very far away from everything that I'm used to, and so I I'm still like getting the hang of it. Um, oh, cool. Yeah, I'll go and I'll like get on kicks of like physical media games where like um, well, I had like friends who were like really into like board games, and like they were really like they knew about like the cool and interesting ones like when they would come out, and so yeah, I've gone through spans where I'd play. There's something nice about like actually like just everyone getting together in like one room and like having an afternoon of like that sort of thing. Because like it's still fun to play games like online with friends, but like there's something extra special about like the actual like. Hey Mookie, how's it going? um, yeah. Oh, don't worry. There is a I'm inside my space vessel, so here there's like the hollow ship here. Tong tong. So I'm not I do have oxygen. I have artificial gravity and stuff. So I'm I'm safe for now. But if I want to go outside, I will need a spacesuit at some point. Uh, but then again, I'm a game developer, so why would I ever go outside? Right. So, yeah, that sounds cool. What's what's like the scale of the game? Is it like a grand sort of battle where like there are like territories and like continents or whatever? Or is it like more of like a is it more of like a focused like one singular battlefield sort of game? Hey, now that Ibuki's here, I can make sloshing noises. So sloshing noises. I'm doing that because I'm just gonna have a snack. I feel like it's so nice. Just a light snack. Tomato juice. Mm-mm. Mm-mm, delicious. um, all right, so yeah, let's finish this last stretch. We're so close, you guys. So close. We just have to rock this out. Get it, you guys? Rock it out. Rocks. Rocks. You get it? Do you get it? uh, it makes more sense if you know the context. There is context for that. It's Reinich. I'm the I guess I'd have to be the fifth musketeer, right? Because there's already a fourth, third musketeer, right? Or fourth, three musketeers. So yeah, I am. Thank you. I don't think I've gotten three musketeers before. I've gotten pirate. I've gotten like villain. I've gotten the devil. I've got the Three Musketeers. I don't think I've gotten that one before. So one of the events in this game is the king is indisposed and you must wear the crown for a day. You can erect a statue, declare a national holiday, or ride the royal griffin. Is is what you noticed earlier in Nelcor. Well, I'm not in your universe, Nelcor. I'm in this cooler universe out in the depths of space where I found like a wormhole and that should have been the name of my stream today. Devil Musketeer in space. um, oh, cool. Oh, interesting. Did That's an interesting idea, Chafin. Or Chafin Hog. I I don't know if I've heard of a game that uses a deck of movement cards. I mean I don't like I don't have an exhaustive knowledge of games, so like, hey, Edu7994, welcome. Thank you for following. I appreciate your viewership and your support. Thank you for tuning in. Um, I don't know. You know, it's just how else am I gonna stay eternally young if not for a refreshing beverage every now and then. Um, yeah, deck of movement. That's an interesting idea. I hmm, I when uh, you know what I have never seen before that just occurred to me is a board game dev streamer. Just saying, because like the I was about to say once you're done with the game you should like stream it or something, but then it occurred to me I've seen people doing like leatherworking. Like I've seen leatherworking streamers, like leather dev streamers, but like why not do like I mean you could do the exact same thing with like tabletop development, right? And I think that would actually be really interesting to see, because it would kind of like combine those two things. So you'd have like you'd have like the game dev, blah, 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 the game dev component, which you know is I think is getting popular, and then also the you know that like physical material construction, which as far as I can tell from that other streamer who like makes like leatherworking and stuff, I think that it seems like that is actually also fairly popular. He seems to pull in a good audience, so that'd be interesting. At least I think so. I think that would be interesting. All right, so what do we have here? Layer 8. All right, so oh yeah, right. I was taking a brief diversion to work on other things. Sorry, 1 second. Yeah, I was taking a brief diversion for other things so that when I came back, I would know exactly what I wanted to do here. I guess I do have like an idea. I'll probably like oh no, I know what I could do. I could do like kind of a an abstract, not abstract, but like I could do like a different sort of thing here. I could do like so instead of just having like this narrow crevasse, I could have like like a jutting sort of something sticking up. Like a I don't know, like a rock pillar with a kind of like a plateaued top to it. Why am I using such a small brush? I'm not using such a small brush. Um, yeah, I don't know. And then I could have like I was thinking of I could have like I could add in like stalactites and stalagmites and stuff here. Excuse me. Sorry. Yeah, why not? Yeah, I could add in stalactites and stalagmites here. So wait, is this still gonna stay like completely open, or is it gonna be like more of an enclosed space? That's what I want to do here with this. I guess yeah, actually this could come down and so like this could stay open, and this top area or this upper area can be like stalactite land, and then I guess we don't actually have to go all the way down. We could like just go lower and then do stalagmites there too. So wait, let's finish clearing this out. Actually, let's just use a bigger pen. So like this area is all stalactites and stalagmites, I guess. And then I don't know how that makes sense. I don't know how that makes sense, but whatever. I'm also, like I've mentioned several times, I'm also at a point where I care more about, like, one of the very high priorities in this task is just finishing stuff, like just not failing to finish stuff. um, so yeah, we're gonna really try and do that. Sorry, just one sec. Pardon the delay. Just making weird gestures at the camera because it fixes the screen, but whatever. Oh, sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Huh. Yeah. Sorry, reading up on chat. Oh, interesting. That yeah, that sounds like an interesting idea for a game. So, I keep us updated, please, if you would. Um, all right. So what am I doing here? Chat. Reading chat again. Jormungand. I'm guessing Jormungand has something to do with snakes. Huh. Wow. That sounds ambitious. That sounds... Wow, yeah. Melkor, that sounds wild. Yeah, I think that is like I think there's magic in this gesture. I think it I think that's why it makes why it fixes space. This is like the magical gesture to restore peace to the universe, and it's dangerous though. If I make the gesture too much, I might dematerialize completely. But it's worth it, you know, to keep a little more peace in the universe. What am I doing? What on earth am I doing? Did I pick this color? Alright, so stalactites and stalagmites. I don't have to draw very many of them, so that's good. Because yesterday I tried to draw them and it got like really tragic. It was really sad. Actually, I should zoom in a little bit. Wow, I'm a messy drawer. Look at all this mess I left here. Tablet, please continue to work. Alright, what do I talk about when I talk about art? What do I talk about when I talk about art? Hey, we got a new follower. Javenhog, welcome. I'm glad I sold you on the whole idea of this here crazy stream. Welcome. Thank you for following. I appreciate your viewership and your support. Huh. Wow. Is that like based on mythology or something? I don't know, the Jormungand, that I don't necessarily recognize the term, but I don't know, it sounds almost like it could be mythological or something. Alright, so you know, I should probably just draw the stalactites first and then carve out around them. Otherwise I'm gonna make a mess of this whole thing. So yeah, for starters I'm just gonna fill this space back in. Then I'm gonna go up a layer, draw on the stalactites, and then I can carve this back out again. And if I'm gonna do stalagmites, I should probably do the same thing for stalagmites. I don't think any of them will breach this line though. Alright. So that wasn't all in vain, because I do have the relative shape blocked out now. Yeah, it's if I have to, I don't know. I'll be able to work quicker if I do the outlines first and then carve out the negative space. All right, so So, alright, now back to this layer. Let's pick our color.